Palace of the Dead. This is a new area that is... Oh dear. Is this right? It's not right. There we go. I mean, kind of. Close enough. Palace of the Dead. This is a new, thing that was released not too long ago. Get nice gear from it. For the most part, it's just fun. It's kind of a roguelike. You start off at level 1 with either a random group or a fixed group, whatever you want. And by the end, you're up to level, or the level cap, 60. Besides getting to the last floor, the goal is to upgrade your gear, which you can see over here, to level 30. And that lets you keep the weapon you have and use it whenever you want, which is good for transmog or just for overall strength. It's one of the best weapons you can get right now, so it's not bad. I picked a Scholar because they can heal and they can DPS pretty well too. Speaking of heal, I get a summon at this level. May as well use it. That's why this class is so good. They can cast DPS spells and let their pet heal them. Trouble is, I'm not really good unless I'm fighting a whole bunch of enemies at once. Yeah, I guess that's about right. I'm in a low level area right now, so my strength isn't going to be increased very much until I get to a higher level. It seems to be the downside to this area, or the weakness of this area. You're doing this to farm gear, and yet you only get gear from areas that you can't farm. You have to stay in areas that you don't want to be in order to get that. I'm not making any sense of it, I'm sorry. I don't even have the excuse of I'm distracted. Cool. Anyway, I'm not getting anything done by being in this low level area, but it's still fun. Like all the level ups you get. Damn it. These pulses are increases in my gear's strength. I guess my gear's already like capped for my level. Doesn't help me very much. One nice thing about this area is that your gear going in and your gear inside it are not linked. So you can enter this place with any gear you want, and you can just look like that throughout the whole dungeon. So if I went in here naked, I'd appear naked the entire way through. I'd still have decent strength. DPS wise, I guess I'm not really doing much. This class only really excels in long battles. So I don't think I'm doing much less damage than everyone else. And I'm also healing, which doesn't really matter, no one's really being damaged. Got a nice nuke now though. This person wants to go on the thing, but no one else is there, so it's just a waste of time. like the song, too. I don't think it really fits, but I like it. I always like carnival-type music. There's nothing over there. Come back, we need you. Oh, there is something over there. What the heck? I was just over there, right? It's totally just over there. Oh, I didn't know about this. What is this? Apparently another nice thing about this is that you can use it to level your classes. I usually find with leveling through dungeons. But that might be difficult for DPS classes since the queue times are so high. And it's repetitive. It is also nice for knowing if you want to level as a class without investing in it. You can get up to the level cap pretty easily. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage at all now. I think I need to get, what's it called? Cleric stance. Should help. Can't see how much intelligence I have right now. That's what my it's what my nukes to scale off of. So if I don't have intelligence, I'm not doing any damage. You can't get intelligence with this class unless you use cleric stance. You have mind instead. There's a tiny bit of story going on here. People watching this probably won't care too much, but there's a pretty neat character that it seems to be a fan favorite. Definitely a favorite of mine. Where am I? That do anything? Didn't do anything. It's a pretty powerful spell, why isn't it doing anything? Oh, I have cleric stance now, perfect. It's probably just what I need. Raising these guys. I'm getting a lot of silver chests, or I guess a silver chest. But it doesn't help me at all because my gear is capped for this level. That's fine. I'm not in here for the levels. I think it's just fun to see the class go from level 1 to level 60 so quickly. We're missing one. Where'd you go? Where is he? Is he just hanging out? What's going on? Oh, if he's AFKing during my recording. Oh, he disconnected during my recording, even better. These areas don't need a full party anyway. Don't worry about that guy, just worry about this guy. I can just energy drain that one. When that happens. Come on. AoE. Much worthless without my dots up. Certainly not getting any healing in. Going? Staying? Guess we're staying. Hopefully this guy doesn't despawn or anything. Boom. Probably have the highest amount of damage per cast, but the lowest per second. And per second is all you really care about anyway. Where's your twist? Probably do a nice chunk of damage to the boss. Thirsty. I think this area just randomly uses songs. For no rhyme or reason. The idea is that it's completely random. So no two run-throughs are the same experience. Steve? not being hit. Someone needs to use it. Ooh, hello. So now the enemies are lasting long enough, and my spells are starting to be worth it. Dang, that's pretty useless. The hell? Hate how people don't stay with the group. I cannot res for a long time, so I've got to use that. Speaking of not staying with the group, doesn't matter, I have a heal. Oh, don't final sting me, bro. Can I vote kick this guy? Okay. It's easy for people to find parties for this, so it's not that big of a deal if someone leaves. I don't think we'll be able to get anyone back, though. Coffer of Affluence. Actually, kind of not worthwhile to use since... But it is always worthwhile to use them, but... I should have been using them earlier, that's what I'm trying to say. I wonder if my dots are even doing enough to be worth casting. Not going to be doing anything to him. I'm using 2 global cooldowns for my dots. I could be using 2 runes instead. At any rate, I've been a good healer. As I'll use some of these. No reason not to use that. No reason not to use this. No reason not to use this. And I'll save the lust for the boss. Probably after my dots. Steal. I'll take one. Oh, nothing over there? So I kind of like this whole dungeon crawling thing. Originally, I was a big fan of doing the roulettes, which is just a random dungeon. And yeah, I still love doing that. It never gets old for me. It's fun just going through dungeons without any rhyme or reason. I had some instant casts. These guys should be using their items more. Or items, I should say. Here we go, here's the boss. Just going to use this item, this spell, and this spell. Use this. Boom! I'm a succubus. I love how much bigger and more imposing this guy is than anything else we've fought so far. But of course, Succubi kind of own them. Succubuses. Oops. Can I just... So that's the first 10 floors. Only 40 more to go. It does get harder the further up you get. These first 10 are just trivial. Oh. Guess I liked having a healer. You get some rewards for doing this too. I want this stuff right here. Can you see that? Yeah. You can buy the highest level stuff with that, and you get a little by doing this. There's a waiting room if you want to go to the next area or back. No reason to show it off. I'm just going to end the video. Goodbye.